I built an AI agent that creates full advertorial landing pages in around 10 minutes. It does every single part of it. It pulls in the images, it writes the copy, and it even designs it. Everything start to finish. These are two of the examples that it done. So this one is a little bit of a longer form advertorial. It's kind of like a listicle as well, as you can see. And this one is a little listicle as well. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how this landing page agent works. I'm also going to show you how it works fully autonomously, so you just have landing pages done for you at 9 AM every single morning. And I'm going to show you how you can actually steal this and start making some serious cash over the next 6 to 12 months with this system. Okay guys, so we are now in Claude Code, which is essentially where this full agent was built. Now, I'm fully aware that the part I'm about to show you here isn't the fully autonomous agent. Stick around till the end where I can show you the fully autonomous version of this. But when I first built this, I had to build it so it was user friendly, so that I could hand it off to people in my community and also hand it off to clients who maybe want to be able to prompt this themselves and not run fully autonomously. So the way that I've built this is you can basically just chat to it inside Claude Code as if you're inside Claude Chat. It's going to ask you questions and basically show you how to use the entire thing. So this thing has two functions. The first part is super important because if you don't do this, then you can't make landing pages. It is the onboard command. So I'm going to do /onboard, and it is basically just going to walk me through how to set up a new client on this agent. And there's only really two or three things that you need to do. So brand name, you just put in the brand name, or you put in the website URL and product page URLs. Once you've done that, what it's going to do is it's going to go ahead and run a really deep scrape on your entire website. It's going to build a brand identity. It's going to grab all of your image URLs and save all of them so that it can use them in the advertorials. It also does a thing called image mapping so that it knows which image is for which product, which image is for which section of each advertorial. So that's why the output is so good. And it's also going to run you through a part where it's going to ask you for like ad scripts or emails or any other knowledge that you have or research documents on your brand. And while it's creating the brand identity, it also creates you avatars and angles that you can use in your landing pages. So that's the onboard section. I'm not going to go through the entire part, but to onboard a client into this, it's probably going to take you about 10-15 minutes just because the scrape that it runs is really deep, and then it's going to go off and actually generate the entire thing for you, including brand identity and basically your full client knowledge base inside the agent. So once you've done that, the next part that's the even cooler part is you just come in and you say /lander. And then it's just going to walk you through how to actually create a landing page with it. So the first thing that it does is it asks you which client you want to use. So I've got some example brands here. We've got Beam, Primal Queen, Space Good, Spartan. For this example, I'm going to say Therabody. Next, it's going to ask me, what do I want? Do I want an advertorial or do I want a listicle? So for this example, I'm just going to say advertorial. So now that I've chosen that I want to do an advertorial, it is giving me three templates that I can choose from. But before we do that, what it's going to do is it's going to ask me which avatar I want to use. So when we've done the onboarding for Therabody, it's created these avatars and angles for us. So it's got three there for us. What we can also do at this point is we can do a custom angle, or we can pick two angles and blend them into one narrative. Or if you have an ad script that's working really well for you, you can paste the ad script in at this point. You can literally just chat to it like it is Claude Chat. So for this example, I'm just going to do angle 1. Then the next part is you choose which template you want. So we've got three templates for advertorials. We've got long form conspiracy, we've got a long form personal discovery, and then we've got this product editorial. This one is also kind of blends in a listicle into the actual advertorial. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose this one. So right now we only have three templates for listicles and three templates for advertorials. I'm going to be adding to this very soon. This is just version 1 of this. and we're also going to add PDPs and sales pages into it as well. And you can basically add in any template that you want into this. So what's asking me now is, here's the plan ready to build. It's going to do the advertorial with our angle that we've chosen for the exact structure and template that we've chosen. Here's the key sections it's going to do. It's got the CTA strategy. As you notice here, it's already pulled in our actual product URL that it's going to link in the CTAs, and it even adds a little UTM parameter as well if you want to use UTM parameters. So that is us all good to go. I'm just going to say okay. So the next part that it's asking me here is, do I want the AI to generate the copy? Do I want to use my own copy, or do we want to use like a hybrid where it'll generate it and we can change out the sections? Now this thing is like fully customizable at any point in this. What I'm going to do is just get it to write the copy for me. You write copy. What it's going to do now is it's going to go through the advertorial copywriting framework. It is going to write that, then it is going to review check its own work, passing like, I'm pretty sure it's a 5-step checklist that we've got where it goes over like, are we backing up claims? Are we using voice of customer? Does this sound like AI? If any of those sections fail for any of those 5 things, it then goes and automatically fixes it for us, and then it gives us out the checklist and the entire markdown for the copy that we can then go ahead and approve. Okay, so what it's given us is the copy review. So here we have how it's reviewed its own work. Voice of customer alignment, past that. Compliance, past it. AI voice, needs work, auto-fixed 1 item. Anti-patterns, so like no walls of text. CTAs are benefit driven, no game changer or revolutionary or miracle wording in it. And then believability. So it's passed all of that and it auto-fixed 1 thing. Now what it's given us is a full copy draft of every section that we can then go ahead and copy chief if we really need to. To be honest, I've been using this for quite a while and I've never really changed anything. We've got the testimonials, the little like us versus them part there. And now all I need to do is approve the copy, proceed to HTML build. So I'm going to say okay. Now what that's going to do is it's going to make me an HTML standalone page which I can preview all of the design. And once I approve the design, as you can see its little to-do list, it's going to open that preview in my browser for me, and then it's going to also convert it to a Replo compatible format, because if you try and use standalone HTML in Replo, it doesn't work. So you need to make some conversions that's already built into this landing page. At that point, it copies it to your clipboard. You can go over to Replo, copy and paste, and you're done, and it is ready to deploy. So it's got the full template. It's now going to build the standalone HTML, and it's going to inject all of the copy and all of the images into it. Right guys, so now we have our preview ready to go. As you can see, the full design is done. All of the copy is in it. The images are in it. And this is a fully working advertorial page. And if I even if I click one of these buttons, it works and it sends me straight to the PDP. And all of that was done start to finish in around 12 minutes maybe. Now all I would need to do to actually put this into Replo or my landing page builder is it's asked me there, any changes before I convert it to Replo. If there's any changes, what you can do on the fly is literally just screenshot the parts that you don't like, put it into the chat and be like, change this part, change this image, add a new image, give it new image URLs, whatever you want to do. That's what I'm saying, it's completely customizable. I can just say, okay, it's going to then convert it into Replo format. It already copies it to my clipboard. I don't even need to copy it myself. And then I come over to Replo, create a new HTML block and a blank page, paste it in, and then it's good to go. Right, what you saw there was the easy, user-friendly version of this. But this can actually be turned into a fully autonomous agent that you don't need to sit and babysit like that or actually create anything. For example, with a few modifications, this is the build that I've just deployed for a client. So every morning at 9 AM, it runs a cron job. It is going to check the client's Google Drive where his strategist writes ad scripts that then get sent to the editor. And let's say there's 2 new ad sets with 3 new scripts each. It is then going to pull those ad scripts and create 1 listicle and 1 advertorial for each ad set. It's then going to send them a message in ClickUp, because that's the messaging service that they use, You could put that in Slack, you could put it in Discord, whatever one that you use. It's going to say your landing pages are ready for approval. You then go in, you check the Google Drive that they've been dropped into. There is a Replo ready HTML file that's there ready to be copy and pasted, and it's also going to show you the fully designed examples in that Google Drive. The strategist or the client can then go in and check and be like, you know what, maybe for this ad set we're not going to run a listicle, or we're going to leave this for today, but tomorrow we'll add an advertorial. They can choose. So they're going to choose whether or not to add them, and then all they need to do is copy and paste it into Replo and deploy it on that ad set when they go to upload the ads. And it's simple. It's as simple as that. It means that this just runs autonomously, and it gives them options whether or not they want to run it or not run it. And then again, 9 AM, cron job, it runs again. Now, this costs like nearly buttons in tokens, and it just runs for them automatically. They can choose whether or not they want it, or you could have this completely customizable to the point where it runs this once a week, because you only want to launch advertorials once a week, and you get 5 versions of one advertorial with different headlines on it. Whatever it is completely customizable. Now, how do you actually make money with AI agents and all of this new technology? So it doesn't matter if you're a service provider or a brand owner. The service model, you can charge the normal retainer. Let's say you're writing landing pages for a client and you're going to give them X amount of landing pages per month. You charge a normal retainer. AI is going to fulfill the work essentially for you. You can set up that for yourself, and all you're doing is just giving them the ready to deploy HTML, or you're just putting it into Replo for them. And then you scale client count without scaling headcount. This turns a copywriter or even a beginner copywriter into a professional copywriter, professional designer that can basically replace an entire landing page agency who charges 5k for one landing page. You could give 30 landing pages a month for 5k a month, 3k a month, whatever it is. You choose the price because you're hardly fulfilling on the work. It's so easy to do. Or you can go into businesses and customize the agent specifically for them, like I've done, and it runs the cron job, and it's only got their templates. It's got specific workflows for them, and then you take a large project fee, which could be 10, 15, 20k. It's totally dependent on the actual client. Or if you already have a brand and you're running your own e-commerce or dropshipping store, you set this up for your own brand, customize it to yourself, and then you can also scale with landing pages as well as creatives. So instead of just being like, we're going to launch 50 new creatives this week, we can be like, we're also going to launch another 30 landing pages to test on our top 3 performing ads. And that is how you can scale with landing pages and creatives. So that is the AI landing page agent. Make sure you get on the email list, first link in the description. I send a daily email to my list talking about everything that I'm building right now. If you want to get access to the community, join Ad Operator. And if you have a brand and you want me to set this up for you, just give me a little DM on Instagram and we will talk about it. Other than that, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you thought of this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.